Let's play Yakuza, I suppose, for like an hour. I'm falling asleep slightly. Making fun of ASMR, but somebody are into it. Perverts. Sex perverts. I think it's true. Continue. I can't even remember where we were. I think we were Majima. To paraphrase Emma, oh Holy Mary, no. We're in! Fantastic, and it should work. I think what I did last time was I turned down the graphics to like PlayStation 1 textures. Climax battles, what the fuck is that? I don't know. It keeps showing me like, oh, new climax battles unlocked, and I have no idea what it is. Is that a topless woman? That almost... It doesn't really look like a topless woman. This woman here, down at the bottom right, that looks like someone with top surgery scars to me. Is this like a place where you can go get your breasts lopped? I think that's quite... I think it's harder to do than like going into a back alley like shop and getting your breasts lopped. I think you actually have to pay like quite a lot of money to do it. Do you perhaps play as Nappy Boy? Hello. I don't remember where we're going. I think the main quest line is somewhere up here, but I can't 100% remember what it is. Can I go in here? Is it up here? I don't know. I don't really like blankets. I like sleeping raw. I do. It was too warm again last night. We've reached the stage of autumn where it's starting to get cold again, but it's not cold enough for me. It's cold enough for Emma. So Emma now takes all the blankets and I sleep raw. Like, you know, just you know, exposed to the elements, and it's lovely. I love the sort of the cool breeze that goes across you when you're not wearing a duvet. It's fantastic. Testicles don't give anyone courage. It's bollocks. Alright, let's go up here. Do I have to go home? Who the fuck is this over here? What's this like exclamation mark? Where am I? What am I doing? Are you errand boy? Oh no, this is the guy with the fucking mobile phone. I remember. Cool breeze on the old bum cheeks. I am not willing to reveal at this time what I wear to bed. I'll be honest. Hello. Hey, Majima-san. What took you? I'm just gonna go very ASMR today. I don't feel like doing many wacky voices. Huh? That bag? My mum bought me a new one. It's my new bag phone. Whoa. That means your patience will finally be rewarded. The future is here, and with bag phones, pay phones will fade into obscurity. A little white vest and no pants. That's the worst option by far. Like a wife beater? Oh. With a midnight waifu pillow. I think, I don't really remember my dreams mostly, but I think I genuinely actually had a dream involving Midna at some point recently. The worst. Like a stained white wife beater with nothing else, like just Winnie the Poohing to bed. Very few people can pull off the Winnie the Pooh. Actually, you know what? I think most women can pull off the Winnie the Pooh. I don't think most men can. I think being a man and Winnie the Poohing is like a bad vibe. It does not look good. Sleeping in clothes is so weird to me. Men in a vest or a t-shirt with just a cock tip showing. Oh, Winnie the Poohing to bed. Everybody knows what that means. It's like a good evocative phrase. Did that work? It did not. It's quote Ed, I think. Your patience will finally be rewarded. The future is here, and with bag phones, pay phones will fade into obscurity. Majima-san, you said you wanted to give the future a shot, right? The time has finally come. That's Winnie the Poohing is funny. I guess the equivalent for like pigleting would then be going to bed in like a kind of femboy style onesie. If any of the Winnie the Pooh cast are femboys, it's Piglet. Maybe Rabbit, but mainly Piglet. Pooing to bed is a horrible sentence. I question Christopher Robin, the real Christopher Robin, for, what's his name? Christopher Robin Milne, for naming a teddy Pooh. Because surely he knew what that word meant. It's just off-putting. Majima-san, you said you wanted to give the future a shot, right? Well, that time has finally come. Just dial the number of the person you wanted to talk to. I don't think I have any friends. I don't think Majima likes anybody enough to have friends. Are your parents alive? Can you call your mom or something? It was called Winnie the Shite originally. It didn't get past the publishers. We question our lives every weekday at 1. Yeah. I don't have anyone to call, Winnie the Shite. Well, what's wrong? Is it not working again? I forgot who I wanted to call. I think you've done that thing where you're trying to save face. You know, a bit like with modern mobile phones. I have done a thing at least twice in the past couple of years where I'll be walking to like a shop or something and I'll realize suddenly that I've forgotten my wallet or forgotten like my keys at home or something like that. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to turn around and just like a robot just turn around and head back. So I take out my phone and pretend like I've forgotten something to save face, as if anyone gives a fuck. I'm like, oh, and then like as if I've gotten a text that's like, oh, you forgot, like you should come back, I need you for something. I just don't bother, I spin around. That's the way to go. Mine is accidentally walking past the place I wanted to go. I've forgotten my wallet enough that I set up Google Pay on my phone. I'm that shit at it. I think at least 3 times I was in a shop with a full basket of shopping and I had to call Emma at home and say, hello, please don't hate me, but can you walk out of the house and into the shop and give me my wallet that I left on the mantelpiece? So I had to save myself in the future. Nani? Majima-san, are you feeling all right? You're not going to faint on me, are you? Huh? There's nothing wrong with me. After all that screwing around, how am I supposed to remember? You don't have any friends. That's quite sad, but I remember that. I remember. This will conjure up bad memories, but when I was a kid, when I was about 9 probably, my parents were concerned that I did not have any friends, right? And so they picked a random child that I had spoken to briefly at school, and my mum said, oh, I know their mother and their home number. I'm gonna make you call them and make a friend. And I had like a full-on panic attack. I like burst into tears. They were like, okay, I've dialed the number here, and just handed me a phone. And it was like this other 9-year-old on the end. And it was like, here, make a play date. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And eventually I was just like, do you want to hang up? And then they were like, yeah, okay. And then they hung up the phone or something. And I had like tears streaming down my face. So maybe he's like that. Maybe he just has like real severe anxiety about phone calls and like making friends. I guess that's kind of my bad, isn't it? Well, if you ever need to use the phone of the future, I'll be here. Okay, so he might just be a roaming phone or something. I'm happy to let you use it any time you want. I'm still kicking about Winnie the Shite. Christ. Will do. But man, I gotta say, this new technology stuff sure is fragile. That's the way things always start, isn't it? But this is only the beginning. Yeah, because this pane of glass and metal is not fragile at all. I guess, I don't know, for a brief period they were indestructible. Everybody remembers the Nokia 3310 fondly. My mum's phone. I think of that as a mum phone, because it's the first phone I remember my mum having, and I remember playing Snake on it in a doctor's office. You kidding me? If they put a camera on that thing, it would break your arm to carry it, not to mention the film. If that's the price of progress, then I'll pay it gladly. Besides, I can always turn to you for help. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Give me a break. I'm done with these tech fads. There we go. Just finish off that little quest. We haven't done 55 side quests, have we? That can't be the case. I guess. Oh yeah, he is a save option now. That's kind of nice, I guess. Let's go to do the main quest that I can barely remember what we were doing. Probably something about blind woman. Protecting blind woman. Maybe she's been kidnapped again or something. You kidnapped my blind woman. Oh, actually, it was go home and sleep, I remember now. But first, I did want to go to the weapons shop. I was supposed to do that at some point. Oh, fuck off. Don't chase me. I'm so small. I'm small and I'm under the weather today. Don't chase me and fight me. This is too high octane a game. I discovered through a crossword that I did this morning before getting out of bed that high octane has to do with petrol. I didn't, and I still don't 100% know what it means, but that's a thing, apparently. Where was the weapon shop? I'm not 100% sure. I can zoom out like that. Odyssey Warehouse. The massage parlor. A cheery cabaret club. Exchange CP. I don't remember where you go to get weapons. Enjoy erotic videos. I don't really want to masturbate right now. I don't think there's a reason to. There's a bar. I might just not bother, I'll be honest. Oh, weapon and armor shop. It's right up there. Let's continue on. Because I got like a message saying, oh, we should go up there on my page or something. What's that got to do with my knob? This, I believe, was the piss bridge. Oh, Nappy Boy's here. Hello. I'll talk to Nappy Boy. That girl. No, maybe that girl. Be still, my swelling pride. Hey, what are you doing here? What am I doing? I'm not doing anything here. I got hell from a cop for that last time. Public masturbation. Like Lauren Boebert. I'm a topical satirist now. I'm gonna pivot exclusively to political content. Huh? What did you... No, don't answer that. Say. I believe was the piss bridge. There we go. 1,000 quotes, apparently. Yippee. I'm sure some are deleted. I'm sure some are duplicates, but the number is 1,000, so that counts. That wasn't masturbation. That's true. I believe she was groping her boy toy. Time for the reading. Absolutely fucking not. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. There was a, if you don't know, there's like an American right-wing boy. Jesus Christ. There's an American right-wing girl who, like, was, like, masturbating her boy toy in, like, a Beetlejuice showing. Which seems like a very unsexy place to get masturbated. Like, I don't want my boobs touched while I'm watching Michael Keaton scream the word fuck. I feel like that would turn me off. You got any info about cute girls around here, by the way? Any pointers? Sometimes you say a combination of words that my brain simply cannot comprehend. It was the musical. Oh, there's a Beetlejuice musical. So it was like a live show as well? So like a knockoff Michael Keaton, like singing the word fuck? It probably doesn't have the word fuck in it at all. I always thought it was weird. That's a PG movie, but he does scream the word fuck in it. It's a good movie. I like the movie a lot. Doesn't find Beetlejuice sexy, but does find Beetle feet sexy. I do not. There's a karaoke bar with a girl working there who's not only drop dead gorgeous, but an awesome singer. Maybe she'll lip sync with me. Okay. So we can go get a quest at the karaoke bar, I guess. Oh, fucking boys. Oh, do not juice the beetle. Let's kill some boys. Unless consent is provided. People are really into the Hollow Knight bugs, right? I've seen a lot of horny art of those. I've seen a lot of horny Hollow Knight or art, and they're all beetles, I believe. Or buggos in general. I can't say I get it. There we go. I'm barely paying attention to the buttons I'm pressing, by the way. Fantastic. We are very rich. 55 grand, a million seems like a lot of fucking money. Right, I would like to buy some weapons, please, because they are quite useful. I learned how useful they were when I started katana-ing people. I don't get it, says fellow who would be into Moth Woman. I mean, I'm just saying that of all of the anthropomorphized bug women, Moth would probably be top. Remember the good old days when folks just wanted to fuck other humans? I am not interested in fucking an actual moth. Or even really a moth woman. I'm just saying if I had to. Talk. Once you become more familiar with weapons, Majima-san, I will teach you new ways to wield them. Oh, okay. Wank yourself into a coma. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Are moths the sexiest animals? So far, either moths or snakes. I think it was implied that I meant aside from humans. Because humans, I'll be controversial here. This is the internet and Twitch, and my chat is probably made up of at least part-time perverts. Humans are the sexiest animal. Humans, by and large, are pretty hot. Other than everything else is like a pretty colossal step down. Fucking hell, sorry, I've just read my own quote. I have no memory of saying this, and it is genuinely one of the funniest things I've read. Good job, me. That really gonna be necessary? Ain't gotta be a genius to work out which way's the pointy end. Game of Thrones reference. The wall. Consider it part of my service. It would be a shame to leave the full power of things you say are rancid. It would be a shame to leave the full power of the weapons you obtain from me untapped. I'm just saying, I got my own way of doing things. But hey, if you'll go through the trouble, I will hear you out. I would also recommend that you work at honing your bat skills. There's a wealth of hidden potential there. You think so? I don't know, I kind of figured bat meets head was pretty much the extent of it. that could also describe having sex with some sort of bat boy. No, you have much more to learn. By my estimation, your bat technique could prove more deadly than even swordplay if you develop it. Nani? You serious? Quite. The bat and the katana are alike in length. They say some baseball players purchase a katana and practice their swings with them. I don't believe you. I just don't. But considered as another class of weapon, the bat's weight resting at the far tip yields exceptional destructive power, making it distinctly different from a blade. Yeah, they're obviously two different things, but the principle's not so far off, right? I mean, yeah, one of them's a blunt piece of wood. The other is a sword. Yeah. I mean, a katana's pretty brittle and shit, right? Like, isn't it that... I'm sorry if I have any weebs. No, Nuku isn't around, are they? Weetabix as well a bit. But I think katanas are, like, laughably shit as swords. Like, they're just really... like fragile and brittle and shit. And they would snap constantly. I think. I'm telling you, there are techniques you could perform with a bat that simply wouldn't be possible with other weapons. I suggest you work on uncovering them. I'm not only a weeb, but a swordsmith. You're making a big deal out of this, but a bat's a bat if you ask me. You just whack people with them. This is a truly groundbreaking technique. I will teach you new weapon skills as you progress, but I ask that you show me your bat fighting skills in return. Sure. I'll show you anything you want. Ooh, okay. We might be able to see some, like, a hint of scrotum? I don't think this game will even show breasts, so I doubt they'll show scrotum. Maybe. I'll show you anything you want, but I ain't exactly the professor type. Yeah. Hey, I got an idea. They're very flexible. Yeah. What is that? When you teach me new weapon moves, how about you take me on with that weapon? I'll fight back with a bat. Oh, that's pretty good. It would be difficult for you to pick up new techniques that way, I fear. I believe it is better to begin by learning the proper stance and forms. I'd be able to see even a hint of scrotum. I mean, there is a severe lack of penis and balls in media. I think people are frightened of them. Same with vagina. When was the last time you saw a vagina in a piece of media? Not that kind of media.
What's that got to do with my knob?
Like, it's breasts and ass. Sure, you see a lot of breasts, you see a lot of ass of all genders, but you never see genitalia. I think Hollywood is terrified of it. The last time I saw a vagina, it had Donald in a movie. It had Donald Sutherland's mustache on it, which wasn't pleasant, but it was a fun scene. When Janelle Monáe sung that song and the dancers were all dressed as vages. That is a horrible word. I like Janelle Monáe. I think she's a good singer. I haven't really listened to much of her newest stuff, though. I saw that one music video where she's showing her breasts. It was a good song. It would be difficult for you to pick up new techniques that way, I fear. What, you gonna make a pro baller start by playing catch? We ain't exactly amateurs here. I'd rather get a feel for a weapon naturally in a fight. I see. I suppose that method may be better suited for you. Where are you going with this? I'm just commenting on it. It's like interesting that certain countries' cinema is very frightened of genitalia. Just sort of terrified of the nude body. Even though we all have stuff. We've all got stuff down there. I've been looking forward to going another round with you anyway. This should be fun. Heh. We have a lot of rules in the UK. New wholesome era. That is wholesome. It's body positivity. Whatever your genitals look like, it's probably fine. Unless there's like something badly wrong. Okay, can I talk to you and get your dick and veg out? There is very little that I hate more than the word veg. That is a horrible... I'm not going to say there's... like, that the word dick or cock is particularly pleasant to hear, but veg is horrific. The word vagina isn't a pretty word. I don't think it fits the creation. Like, it's not a nice word. We also have shows like Naked Attraction. That's true, but those are so trashy. Those are horrible shows. Those are so bad. Guess Lee wants to meet me outside my place. All right, well, can you sell me some sort of katana, please? You haven't trained enough with your bat. Really? To learn more weapon techniques, you must upgrade your Sugger style abilities. I will do that then. Let's go into the pause menu and upgrade. Abilities, Slugger, because that's the one I mainly use. I think Naked Attraction is pretty good, purely from showing all types of bodies. That's probably fine. I haven't really watched much of it, shockingly. Have I not upgraded any of these? I haven't. Maximum health, please. I'm shocked I haven't done any of this. Considering I have not leveled up at all as this character, I'm fairly pleased with how things have gone so far. 2 million for even more health. Let's just get all the health up. There we go. What about this? Increases the power of your regular attacks in Slugger style? Yes, please. We have plenty of money. 15 million, never mind. My partner said, I didn't realize women parts differ so much. I slowly nodded. Yeah, it's like... I mean, it's like looking at orchids. The orchid is kind of the perfect flower because it's named after testicles and it's very varied in the petals, much like a woman's anatomy. Or any vagina owner's anatomy, I suppose. Reduces the rate that the heat gauge drops. That's pretty good. Use a unique slugging stance to unleash a monstrously powerful hit that takes down everything. I will unlock that. I mean, it's penises are less varied, aren't they? Like, one penis, aside from size, I guess. Size and how much of it is lopped off. But, like, they all kind of look the same. Like, whether it's wearing a jumper or not is kind of the only big difference. I mean, there's obviously going to be some differences, but, like, I think maybe vaginas can have more variation. They're all over the shop. You just haven't seen enough. Unleash a surprising attack when switching to the Slugger style. Sure. Why not? Just in case we need to swim. They vary, mate. 15 million? This all-out hit takes full advantage of the baseball bat's design. After you break guard on an enemy. Or always in effect. I'll take that one. The less combos I have to learn, the better. Why do you think it is that young men and boys draw penises so much on, like, walls and bathrooms? Because I never did it. I think people might be surprised by this. Maybe not. I don't know what vibe I give off entirely. But I have never drawn a penis on anything. I've just never bothered. But every bathroom you go into, and it seems to be regardless of age, there's just penises everywhere. I thought it was funny that the homophobic boys did that, like it wasn't the gayest thing ever. That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, you seem very obsessed with them. Like, you know, I get that they're fun. Right? They're like a fun thing. But like, you know, surely you have other stuff going on. Draw like a book or... Why are you drawing penises on these bathroom walls? Draw a book instead. Or like a flower, or I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna be really into the sexual stuff, draw some breasts or a vagina or an anus or something. You know, vary it up a bit. Draw boobs for God's sake. Draw a nice MILF. It was always that or the S, the cool S, the one where I always learned that you draw 6 lines and then you like attach them at the top and the bottom and then do that. Anyway, there we go. We've leveled up a lot. I'm happy with that because it's the only style I use. Have you been working on your bat techniques? I can teach you about the following weapons. Poles, Kali sticks. I don't know if the Polish community in Tokyo will let me use them as a weapon, and I don't know what a Kali stick is. Sure. I never drew it because I didn't get what it meant. Turns out it wasn't really anything. No, I don't think it means anything. I think I drew it like once or twice and that was it, and went, why is everybody drawing this? I don't get it. But I even then, I never even attempted to draw a penis because I was like, I mean, why? What are you getting out of that? Is it just to look at it and go, yep, that's what I have? Or is it just to look at it and go, fwar, look at that penis. And you're just sort of don't want to admit it. I had a friend who used to draw porn pre-internet. I guess I can see that if you get really into like you know, drawing anatomy and stuff. Like that's fun. Let's poles. Let's do poles. You wish to learn the pole? I guess so. Pole dancing is meant to be unbelievably difficult. Then we will train in actual combat, as you suggested. Are you healthy and ready to fight? I suppose so, yeah. I'm good. Then let us go outside. I'm gonna fight him, apparently. Good stuff. Drawn porn still exists post-internet. I guess just for personal use, though. Majima pole dancing would be powerful. There's no... I don't think... Again, I think this game isn't brave enough. And it's brave enough to do a lot. But I don't think this game is brave enough to have some sort of oiled-up twerk-off as a final boss with Majima and Kiryu. For now, let's give you some lovely boobs. Oh yes, that's great. The pole techniques I'm about to show you were passed down through generations in China. Ah, so we're doing some real traditional shit now. You'd be surprised how many weapons I've mastered in my time. Is brave the word you're looking for? It's a brave game. You'd be surprised how many weapons I've mastered. Now then, a pole arm's reach differs from a bat, as does its spin. It's like a quarterstaff, right? Pole arm. Let's see it in action then. I look forward to getting another look at your bat techniques. We should avoid using our more powerful moves. Sure, I'm just going to beat you down normally. Alright, here I come. I'm just going to spam attacks, please. Training with Fei Hugh. Oh, that's a big stick. That's going to be a lot of reach. Okay, dodge away before you get beaten up. Oh, that's immediately really bad. There we go, do that at him. Just keep it going. Run. Okay, run away. Hang on. Fantastic. There we go, that's what we want. And then dodge. I need to remember that I have mobility and can, like, run around quite well. Fantastic. He's good at dodging. Or blocking, I suppose. Oh, get up! Fantastic. It's kind of working. Run. We're quite hurt. He's harder than most of the random street toughs I take on. Fantastic work. 0 money. He didn't even pay me for that. Yeah, suck it, ancient martial arts. Well done, Majima-san. Let us go back to the store. I don't like saying the word store. It feels wrong coming out of my mouth. My brain always tries to correct it to shop. I knew you could do it, Majima-san. I tried to slip my attacks past your defenses with my pole, but the sheer force of your strikes overwhelmed me. There is something quite horny about fighting, isn't there? It's like when you see, especially pre-fight boxers, and they look like they are desperately trying to hold themselves back from kissing. You were spinning that thing so fast, I thought you'd take off. Not too shabby on defense either, huh? Horny weebs seem to like it. That is the perfect quote. What could I have been talking about? I mean, really, any anime is for horny weebs, right? I've never seen an anime, aside from Studio Ghibli stuff, there's not much horny in those. There's tends not to be like ludicrously huge breasts or anything in Studio Ghibli animes. But most animes I've seen, there usually comes a point where I'm like, yeah, this is for horny weebs. I could take or leave breasts. The pole allows you to protect your lower body as well. Try using it when up against multiple foes or opponents who target their legs. Your legs. Got it. Thank you for visiting the Dragon Tiger. Could I have a pole, please? I would like a big pole. Give me a pole. No, quit. Can I buy a pole? I want a pole. Give me one. Am I quite hurt now, by the way? I am. Oh, Jesus. Hello, we've got more dispatch destinations now. I marked new ones for you. Have a look. I remove the mark when you check a new destination. Now, what do you need? I would like to buy some equipment. An iron pipe, a butterfly knife, a two-handed swinging weapon. Nothing amazing. Oh, you know what? Give me a pole. Give me one pole. There we go. Craft equipment, possibly? So I'm gonna need a little egg cup full of spit. Ugh. That's one of the worst ones. Hello, Zara, by the way. Meowdy. I'd like you to make something for me. Do I want him to make something for me? Oh, a metal bat. You know what? Give me a metal bat. What do you want? Could I buy that now? Do I have to pay for both? They're all the worst ones. Coming up, boys! Ah! Give me a couple of spiked bats and a metal bat. You don't have enough cash. Oh, Jesus, I'm so low. All right, give me these. There we go. I did spend all of my money. Right, quit. Bye. It's been a weird stream. It's not a bad thing, but it's been a slightly odd stream. I like this kind of slightly sick out of it vibe that I get going on sometimes. Could I buy some noodles somewhere? Are there any noodles? Featuring a huge crab outside. Oh, that's right there. There's the huge crab. Can I eat some crabs? As opposed to all the normal streams. When is it not a weird stream? Welcome, sir. Let me show you to a seat. Oh, it's like a proper restaurant and everything. That's nice. Are you ready to order? I don't know if I've eaten in a proper restaurant in this game. It's always like buying just noodles from a fast food place or something. I would like, what is your most expensive crab? For I am a wealth boy. Jesus Christ. Fuck me. It really is a juxtaposition to the sort of dulcet tones thing I'm trying to do. Let's do the crab order. There we go. Give me some crab. scarf down that crab, you greedy little boy. I could get used to this. That's better than Arnold coming. I feel like eating a crab leg is a fairly disgusting act, right? Like, I don't eat meat, obviously, but reminds me of when I had crabs as a kid. Jesus. I did eat crab as a kid, but I don't eat meat now. But eating crab's legs or crab claws was always quite gross. Like, it was always like... I think it's the same as eating snails, where you get the crab claw and go like... at it, and it's... oh, just sort of slurping out the white meat. It's delicious from what I remember, but it just... I imagine watching someone eat crab would be a profoundly miserable experience. I can't eat crab, it's too nasty. Seafood in general is not great. I used to love seafood. I used to eat almost exclusively fish and seafood and shellfish and stuff like that. The one thing I did go off was prawns when I was still ate meat. I ate prawns a lot as a kid, and then at some point something in my brain just turned and I could no longer eat prawns. I think I saw them like in a fish tank or something, and they looked so buggy that I went, oh, they are just like woodlice, aren't they? They are like just some buggos. And it really made it off-putting for me. That layer of abstraction wasn't there anymore. Oh, boys, please leave me alone. I love seafood myself, but I can understand why folks don't. I used to love it a lot. I think my favorite food used to be seafood chowder, which I used to get at least once a week from various cafes and restaurants, because I grew up by the seaside and it was everywhere. Just a cream-based seafood chowder with some soda bread is among the most delicious things that exists, I believe. There we go. Little baby fingers when prawns are peeled. Oh. Little prawn babies. I watched Emma groaned in annoyance when I put this on the other day, but Emma walked into the living room and I was just putting on a YouTube video called 2 hours of chill prawns to relax to, and it was just an aquarium, like some American aquarium, that had just put like a high-res camera in front of some prawns just wandering around in a tank, like a big tank with some like chill wave lo-fi beats behind it, and I was just sitting and watching that for a bit. I think prawns are quite cute. I've also done the same thing with little shark babies and little squids and jellyfish. I love oysters, mussels, and clams. Mussels I have probably eaten 2 or 3 times my own body weight in prawns over the course of my life. Not prawns, mussels. Because mussels, I mean, they would be fucking thousands deep on the shoreline where I grew up. So mussels were just always there. Mussels were the most... mussels were considered like the filler food if you made seafood chowder in my hometown. It was like, okay, well, we have infinite mussels. We'll just load it up on mussels. Everything else, you know, a bit more expensive. It'll mainly be mussels. Same in Cornwall, we used to forage for them. Mussels and cockles, I guess. Cockles were a big thing. I don't know if I've ever had clams. But like cockles and periwinkles, are they a thing? Oh, it's Big Mussel Boy. Yippee, speaking of mussels. That's a terrible pun. It's barely even a pun. I don't like your coat. It's very 90s. I feel like you're about to play Stone Roses at me. Something about balls? Is there a game other than Tears of the Kingdom that has ball jiggle physics? Snipers? Probably. I haven't really been keeping it secret. Before the Tories started chucking shite in the sea, yay, back to buying prawns from Thailand at Sainsbury's. I was actually talking to Emma about this the other day because we went to another town nearby. My town used to be very, very famous for seafood. It used to be kind of a holiday destination back before international travel was very cheap. And then became like known for its like seafood cuisine and stuff like that. And there's like a Michelin star restaurant and stuff that does fish stuff. But that, and there used to be so many fish and shellfish in the waters around my town. To the point where during spawning season, you could just swim with like hundreds of thousands of mackerel if you wanted. You might get hooked because there was lots of fishers as well. But you could just like put your feet in the water and like 100 mackerel would come over and like look at what you were doing and be like, what's up with this? Do you have food? That was very sweet. Now, after a while, as the town grew bigger, they never bothered building a sewage treatment plant and just started dumping sewage and stuff in the water. All of the fish died or left, and it crippled any sort of industry around fishing. And so the town is even more dead than it was, which was already pretty dead. And you don't see any fish anymore. You used to see whales and dolphins and stuff as well, and sometimes little sharks and, you know, like little dogfish sharks and stuff like that, or basking sharks, nurse sharks in the bay. No, you don't. It's very sad. But I went to another town that didn't do that, and it is still like that. It's still like lots of like Michelin star restaurants around and local fishmongers and, you know, active dockland and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, it's kind of sad. I mean, imagine the amount of fish that were killed by that. Like my town was famous for two things: its beach, its historical buildings, and its fish. And all of them were destroyed. Like, didn't upkeep any of the historical buildings until very recently, and that's mainly because of the EU, and destroyed the beach and fishing because they just didn't feel like building the plant. Somebody from the EU, I think it's the EU, has a system of blue flags for beaches where they go around European beaches and give you a blue flag if the water is safe and lovely and nice to swim in. They came to my town in south of Cork and tested the water and went, what the fuck are you doing? We're taking away your blue flag until you fix this shit. You're gonna poison people to death. This is full of E. coli. And so they then were basically forced to make the plant, and now it's nice again, but it's kind of too late. You know, it's too late now. All the fish are already dead. You don't see any fish around here anymore. So you can't like look at some seals that would come in, or, so, you know, there used to be seals that used to sunbathe on the beach. The Strand is what it's called in my town, because it's just this long white sand beach that goes on for miles. And it used to be full of seals when I was a kid, or used to see fins in the water and stuff. Now you don't. It just feels a bit dead, which is very depressing. Sorry for the nature rant, but you know, it's so easy to avoid. It is so easy to avoid. They just didn't bother. I looked at this on the flag map last year. Does Britain also? I know they're not in the EU anymore, but they probably use the same system, right? I imagine Britain is all fucked, right? Because they famously, in the past few years, have been dumping like raw sewage into all of their beaches, right? I don't know if any beaches in Britain are particularly safe. Maybe in Scotland. Are they doing it in Scotland? Same situation now. Ugh. At least it was kind of a one-off here in Ireland. It's just that our local council was fucking horrible and corrupt. It was more localized. Because like I said, the town that I went to the other day is 20 minutes away and is lovely. It's so nice as a town compared to mine. Just walking around, I was like, man, there's actual stuff to do here. There's shops and like local businesses. Holy shit. Not everything is a chain or abandoned. Cool. Okay, the random warehouse where I keep the blind woman. Do you like not want to meet her and like make sure she's okay? I guess he's doing that now, but it took him a while. Yeah, but 5 people can now buy a penthouse in Dubai, so it's worth it. I saw a TikTok of Dubai yesterday. It was like an influencer TikTok. It was being shared on Twitter specifically because of how fucking weird it was. But it was a TikToker, influencer, whatever you want to call them, about basically hired by the tourist board of Dubai. And it just looked bizarre. It looked like a fake city. Not that the buildings didn't look nice, I wasn't personally into them, but it was also empty, like there was nobody there. Are there like 15 people in Dubai? I know it was built from the ground up to support like millions of people before anyone even moved in. But it's still fairly empty, it's just the uber rich, isn't it? My dad was offered a job in Dubai at one point, and he was like, no thanks. It looks weird. Looks weird and restrictive and strange. First off, I gotta try to figure out whether I'm being watched. Time to play it cool, like I'm just strolling around, and try to suss out where they're watching me from. Sus! It's a fake city if you're judging it by normal settlement standards. It's like a you know, prefab city almost, right? It's like, it was made there before anyone lived there, and just was like, this will be the city of the future, which basically just means like giant mega malls and skyrise like apartments. I think that's basically all. It's for like the uber wealthy, like 90-lane highways and stuff like that. Slip through unnoticed. And the rich, yeah, never been there though. I have never been there, and probably will never make enough to, you know, be considered for it. Because I think they are very particular. It says walk, so we'll just, like, you know, casually walk down there. Hello, Mr. Drunk. Would you like a cigarette or something? I'm casual. But yeah, I think they're very particular about who lives there. It's like, you know, you have to be fairly wealthy. But what about the no water? Worry not, we'll pay for it to be bought in at little cost, but at little cost to the environment. I mean, it's a bit like LA in a way. LA is not as bad, but LA famously is mostly a desert. I mean, watch Chinatown, that's kind of about that. You know? How they, like, import water from other states and stuff. Especially as it goes on. And Vegas as well. Vegas is like this green strip in the middle of a desert. It's very weird. A lot of the west of America was not really meant to sustain that many settlements or that big a settlement. You know, a lot of it was kind of, you know, nomadic stuff. You know, I don't think there was many like Native American cities in the west. They were all kind of down south and east and stuff like that, where it rains sometimes. Hello, boy. Do you want some help? It always makes me feel depressed when you see, like, a golf course in California or Vegas. I remember watching, my dad is really into golf, and when we were in Spain, he was watching, like, the Masters or whatever, PGA Tour or whatever it is. And, I think it was in California, and it was just this strip of artificial green in the middle of a desert. And I was like, my God, can you imagine how expensive that is to maintain? Jesus. My dad went to a golf course in Ireland recently that is built next to / on a nature reserve. I think basically they paid the government enough money that they were like, yeah, here, have part of this nature reserve. Fuck it, build a golf course there. But it means that all the deer keep wandering onto the course. So at one point, my dad sent a video of him and some friends, like, physically, like, shuffling some deer away from their ball. Like, I can't physically take my shot. We have to go up and just sort of, like, hold the deer and, like, gently shuffle it over to these trees. And I was like, you know what? Good for those deer. You got an iron gear. Fantastic. I can make a chainsaw or something. All right, have I been, you know, subtle enough here? Am I fine? Have I been subtle enough? Have I attracted attention by causing street fights? Looks like more of Sagawa's clowns. Guess the bastards got everywhere. Might want to go on lockdown. it predicted the what's it called? The pandemic. Not something you forget, really. Hopefully that'll keep him thinking I'm still inside a while, long enough to find this door and get gone anyway. Oh, I also like massages. I like announcing it to the world when I walk into the building. Although I've never had a massage, and I don't think I'd want one. I don't really like being touched. I don't like people very much. I'm not, I don't know. I might be kind of misanthropic. I'm not, I don't think I am. I think I'm just very anxious around people, but there is definitely a part of me that's like, I would be perfectly fine if I never saw another human being ever again. Just a tiny part in the back of my head. When I was a teenager, I don't know if this is particularly common or not, but when I was a teenager, I used to fantasize about like waking up and being like the last living human, and just kind of getting to wander around. I would daydream about this in school, just wandering around, and everybody is like either like the Dwemer in Elder Scrolls, like mysteriously disappeared, or just like an apocalypse happened. I would be completely fine with that. I think at least I'd get over it. I think I'd be mostly fine. I think I'd be like, this kind of sucks, and then I just get on with things. A bookshelf. Is there a bookshelf anywhere? This is kind of a bookshelf. Here it is. Son of a bitch really has a secret passage. This isn't... I wouldn't call this a bookshelf, but it's the closest thing in here. I want a secret passage. I always wanted a house with a secret passage as a kid, and I don't know why. Because it's not like I would ever have any use for it, but I'd still use it. But who would you stream to? Honestly, I would probably go a little insane and just talk to myself constantly. Or bring the guinea pigs with me. Like, just bring the guinea pigs with me and just have one on each shoulder and just kind of mutter to myself as I brush a guinea pig like I was at the very start of the stream. Oh, this sucks. Better get planting these tomatoes. See, I hate tomatoes, so I feel like I'd be at a disadvantage. Now, potatoes. Potatoes are God's food. No one has ever developed a food as good as just a potato. You can do anything with a potato and it rocks. Tomatoes, though, I know I'm scaring off the Italians, but I don't like tomatoes very much. Now, I have heard that Irish tomatoes are beyond shit. Like, really bad. So, take from that what you will. Emma went to France recently for a birthday party for one of her longtime friends. And she said she had some tomatoes and just vegetables in general there. And she said that they were so nice, it slightly blew her mind at how nice vegetables could be. She was like, oh my God, they taste so good compared to our shit. Don't talk to us about your secret passage. Too cold for good tomatoes? Maybe, possibly. We have a very weird climate. I mean, it's getting weirder every day. They are night and day, honestly. Okay, we're in an alleyway. A secret alleyway. Never thought something like this was here yesterday. Even if I was being followed before. I'm clear now. Now to haul ass to where the girl is. Fantastic, let's walk. Oh. Am I getting caught by boys? Oh, Jesus, it's an angry boy. Okay, run away, please. I don't like the big baby man. Oh, it's Mr. Clown. See, this on the scale of sexy to pathetic. This guy, I think, is more pathetic. I think his body could be considered sexy, but I think this is a pathetic clown. Getting vine tomatoes as opposed to the big supermarket ones is like a completely different fruit. I've just never liked that. My dad... I had a similar experience with fruit in Vietnam. I think Irish fruit is just bad. I think we're good for like apples and oranges, and that's about it. You never pears, you know, fruit that's a bit hardier and can grow anywhere. There's eyes up ahead. Can't go get myself seen after going through the trouble of shaking them off me. Looks like they ain't seen me yet. Gotta keep my distance. Oh, it's fucking stealth. Okay. Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ. I'm ill. Don't frighten me. Down here? Is there an alleyway I can scoop myself? Oh, there's a little cat baby. Hello. In here? Thin skin, very shiny and wet. Inside, sweet and fresh. Are we back to... Sorry. Let's go into the warehouse. I'm not even going to say it. Good. Nobody's looking. If I'm going in, now's the time. Mediterranean tomatoes, by the way. Don't. My dad used to eat a lot of cherry tomatoes, and it always used to make me feel slightly sick. Maybe that's just because I saw Denethor eating cherry tomatoes when I was very young. You know that one scene where he goes like into cherry tomatoes and it's all dribbling down his face, which also could be something else. Juices. Although I don't think... If a vagina has pips in it, you need to go to a doctor. Hello, it's me. I should really announce my name and stuff, because she is blind.
今飲み物買いに行っててすぐ戻るって。その封筒は知らない。I can't read.
Why? What's written on that envelope? Oh, my horrible little shoes. Those shoes look exactly like something that gets advertised to me all the time on Alibaba or Wish. You know, when you're scrolling through Twitter or something and it's like, buy on Temu or Wish. And it's always shoes or suits that look like the weirdest fucking weeb in the world would be embarrassed to wear them. No, don't skip. I've already skipped some of her things by accident. Oh no! They know I have blind girl. Nothing, just some nice pictures. I feel attacked. I'm devastated. The foot doctor did suggest I don't wear Adidas Gazelles anymore. What the fuck is an Adidas Gazelle? I need new boots. My combat boots are falling apart, but it is very hard to find nice boots, both in my size and not containing leather. Because women's boots only go up to size fucking 9 or some shit, and nice combat boots are usually leather. It's a fucking trainer, a sneaker, a runner. Adidas Gazelle. I think Adidas make the ugliest shoes. I'm so sorry. This is very much a wrong take from me because they're very famous and well liked. But I always hate those 3 little stripes. I really don't like them. I've seen these around, I'm sure. Are these very famous? For fuck's sake, Dreya, one of the most popular shoes of the last 60 years. Is this like Adidas's version of like the Converse or something? I'm never sharing anything here again. I'm sure they're very popular for a reason. The thing is like, I am very particular about my shoes. I like plain black combat boots, really, and that's about it. Like high boots that look like they could withstand some sort of disaster. That's all I ever wear. And I have some like fancy black dress boots, and that's it. I don't wear runners ever. I never wear runners. I don't like them very much. These have a very Welsh vibe. Do they? I'm sure Korn have a collab with Adidas. That would be the worst shoe in the world. Adidas Korn. Oh God. Oh, fuck me. Korn and Adidas are finally collaborating. We've all been asking for it for many years, so it's good to know that they're finally doing it. Jesus Christ. Are they just known for wearing Adidas? That is a hideous... Is that rhinestones or sequins on an Adidas tracksuit? Oof. Oof. Very Liverpool to me. Adidas Gazelles. I don't know. I've had Under Armour shoes. I had Under Armour boots once that were pretty okay. Those are the only things approaching runners that I've liked. I just don't really like runners. I runners and tracksuits I'll never wear. I just never liked them as a kid and just never got into them as an adult either. I'm sure they're very comfortable. Hi. What, they're by you? That's sexist. Hates beanies and sneakers. I do. I don't like it. I think I could not feel more uncomfortable than if I was wearing a full like Adidas tracksuit, runners, and a beanie. I would feel so genuinely unlike myself that it would probably cause me to disassociate. What the foot doctor actually said was that the gazelles are very narrow shoes, much like a gazelle, I guess, whereas I have wide feet like a duck. I don't know why that's cute. Duck feet. I have a full red trackie, proper 80s style. Some people can pull it off. Many people can. I can't. I cannot wear Converse as they're far too narrow as well. I was looking up boots yesterday. Sorry, I'm pausing. I was looking up boots yesterday on Amazon, and a lot of them offered wide-footed as an option. And I don't think I'm particularly wide-footed. Again, looking at my feet. Fuck, I have so many cuts on my feet. My nails get quite long because I never cut my nails. I just sort of let nature erode them by walking around barefoot. But it means that they're always consistently quite long. And so if my feet itch in the night, I usually wake up with like fucking slices all over the tops of my feet. And that's happened now. But I think my feet are, you know, normal. Like normal length. And I mean, they're a size 12, but like normal width. They're like fairly narrowish. I don't think my feet are weird looking, basically. I don't think my feet are like particularly weird. I don't have like, you know, cracked feet or anything. They don't fucking sound normal. You are insane. A skill issue. Emma looked at me when I said that for the first time and like she was genuinely about to leave me. But we got to it. I just have like, you know, some scratches. I'm not going to lift my feet up to the camera because I believe I might get banned. Covered in cuts and clawed. My feet, this is the worst thing I've ever said on stream, right? My feet, the nails on them get long enough sometimes, not right now, but a few days ago they were, long enough sometimes that, especially Pebble, but both the guinea pigs to a certain extent.
Suck your dad. He's minging, he's fucking minging.
The guinea pigs will come over and start trying to chew them off. As if they're like chew toys, because they're like, I guess it's bothering them. So I'll feel like something biting at my like big toenail or something, and I'll go, what the fuck? And I'll look under and Pebble is just looking at me like, why have you let it get like this? They're not bad now. Anyway, have you no pride? Apparently not. This face is us watching. This has been a hoof heavy stream. A hoof is basically an entire toenail, right? Like I've seen pictures of or videos of people clearing out a horse's hoof. And it looks so satisfying, like clearing pebbles and mud out of a horse hoof. And it looks like the most satisfying manicure. You'll be shocked to discover I've never had a manicure either. I don't care enough about my nails. I just bite these down. Like I don't know if I've ever clipped my fingernails. Just if they get so long that I start cutting myself while scratching my cheeks or something, I just bite them.
Do
you bite your toes too? No, that is too far. Also, I've never tried, but I don't know if I'm that flexible. If I could kazoo, it would be this. I wear quite tight trousers. I don't know if I could put my feet in my mouth right now. I think you need to have a nail regime. I could get you know, actually, I was about to say it genuinely. Oh no, they poisoned Blind Girl. Hang on. No, what have you done?
お前何を。
こっから先はこの子に聞かせる話とちゃうんでな。
You're gonna take her ears too?
少し眠らしとく。
Oh, this has gotten bad.
お前も殺し屋にしちゃ鈍いな。その写真の女はな、誠の身代わりや。
What?
身代わり。
ええか、殺しの依頼した時、その依頼主は何が欲しい？
的を殺したっちゅう結果や。
せや、結果や。殺した結果っちゅうのは死体。死体があれば雇い主は納得する。せやからその写真の女には。
Oh, that doesn't seem any better. When you say volunteer,
なんやて。
can we do an Elon Musk and only get like, you know, terminally ill blind women?
死体にこの服着せてな。
Oh, Jesus. It's got her scent on it.
身元確認すんのにわしんとこ来るやろ。そしたらわしはこう答える。
I don't know if I want to kill a random woman. That was kind of the whole point. It wasn't particularly her that I didn't want to kill. It was anyone.
そんなん殺が調べたらすぐバレるやろが。
大丈夫や。女殺した後はその顔を。
Is that what you're calling it now?
誰かわからんようにしてしまえばいい。
Oh, Christ. Well, what's the point of even having a double then?
焼いてあるんや。
お前は何の。
If you're just gonna fuck up her face anyway. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, this is taking a dark turn.
お前は何もんや。
Well, that was pretty clear from the start, I feel.
なんとか言わんかい。
わしも元はあんた。
Yeah, again, I feel like this was pretty clear. He seems like a professional bad boy.
何やと。
A professional bold boy, unrecoverable, wholesome era. What I was about to say is that I considered filing my nails just then, and the thought of filing my nails filled me with genuine revulsion. Like, a bit like, I could never, as a child, eat ice creams. Like, you know, like an ice cream on a stick, like a Magnum or something like that. Because as soon as the wood touched my teeth, it would immediately set my teeth on edge and make me feel really awful. I hated it. And the same thing just went through my mind when I thought of using a file on my nails. I feel like it would instantly be like nails on a chalkboard and I wouldn't be able to finish.
仕事したんは半年前や。
Wholesome era is an antiquity.
確かあんたがこの子拾ったんもその頃や言うてたな。
よう覚えとったの。せやけど考えてみ。組織に監禁されとる女がおったとして、どないしてわしがそれを拾えんねん。道端にでも落ちとるか？
You steal a blind woman?
半年前、わしは組織に雇われて韓国系の連中を襲撃した。女のしのぎ巡ってごたついとったんや。
A lot more slave stuff in this game than I thought there would be.
こっちも何人かやられ
It's
た。
hard to make that funny. Not impossible, but hard.
倉庫におったんは2人。そいつらを始末してみると、
Oh,
そこに
Jesus
反乱の
Christ.
女がぎょうさん監禁されとってな。
Except the one who couldn't see. She was just running into a wall like a broken NPC in a video game.
けどそん中に一人だけ身動きできん
There we
子がお
go.
った。
Like spooked gazelles.
ああ、誠や。この子は見えん目で
Like some sort of baby mole. Spooked runners.
話さんかった。泣きながらありがと
Aw,
う。
that's very sad. She's been through a lot. I don't want to kill her. I also don't want to kill random women. She's probably also had some fucked up stuff happen to her.
あんたはそれ以来の親代わりっちゅうわけか。
Don't say that.
ああ、せやけどわしも昔は
Aw.
の娘持つ親やった。
あ
小さい時から病気がちでな。
I have a meeting. Goodbye on the morrow. See you later. Thank you for
よう
joining.
見えんようになった。その仕草があん時の誠と重なり合うてもたんや。
It's actually a little bit interesting. I don't mind the dialogue in this game. I mean, it's very goofy and very tropey, but I think it's actually fairly effective.
赤の他人なんぞいくらでもぶっ
Some
殺
of
したる。
it, some of it's quite boring with
それ
Kiryu.
がええことやないことも
But
分かってる。
Majima's story, I'm actually into.
せやけど、もう他に手はないんや。お前に
It's like watching a
手貸して
John
もらう
Woo
で
movie.
お前の雇い主に誠殺した報告してもらわ
You
な
know, very melodramatic, but quite good as well.
だ
あ
極道舐めすぎや
Hello,
そんな
Nobel,
小細
welcome.
工すぐバレる
せやったら
I'm taking off this hat, by the way,
他
it's
にど
quite
んな点
warm.
があるっちゅうねん言うてみ
Stop yelling at me. I can't handle yelling today. Don't yell at me.
そうやってまた逃げんのか
Sure, why not?
わしには
I'm
分か
good
る
at
で
running. I've upgraded my CP abilities to
お前
run
が片
faster.
目なくしてもたんも備えして逃げてきたから
Ugh.
や
No, I got my eye chopped out by the Yakuza.
なんやと
なんやかや理由つけて
But it worked out because we're
己の
hotter
帝
now.
王さんと
Ugh.
ずーっと
Sleepy and
自分を
slightly
正当
disturbed
化
from
してきたん
stream. I'm
とちゃ
gonna
う
nap
か
after the stream, I think.
お前も所詮元は極道やったんや一度黒に染まった
I'm kind of liking, by the way, this mood lighting I've got going on.
黒
What my lighting right now is the backlight, a ring light pointed at me, and no office light.
お前
quite
が俺
nice.
の何を知っとるんや
Please don't
ボケ
say CP. The game
最
insists
後
on
に
it.
も
I
う一
know.
遍聞いとくわしの話に乗る気はほんまにないんやな
ないな
Nap log ready.
そしたら黒に染まった門の流儀
Fair
教
enough.
えたるわどの道わしの計画知ったからには
What the fuck? What's wrong with you? I'm helping you. Vaguely. You freak. Oh, we're gonna have to kill him or something? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, at least I've upgraded my skills. Wen Hai Li. He's pretty huge. Fantastic. And now why him? Great stuff. Okay. Oh my god, he's got 3 fucking health bars. That's unbelievably stupid. Okay, run away. Run away again. Run away, please. We have healing items, so we should be okay. Blind girl is unconscious, at least. There we go. Lovely. Bring my eat back up. And then smash him. We're doing okay. That was a huge amount of dialogue to lead up to a fight, I know. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck was this? Is this a quick time event? Oh! Why? The fuck is this? Oh! My poor baby arms! Fuck me! My baby arms! Run, 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 run. Did he just throw a fucking knife at me? Get him down. Oh, fuck me. I need to knock him. Up, 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 up. There we go. Lovely. Thank you. Just smack him. Hard. Lovely. This is not going too badly. Build up the heat. Just dodge away, way, 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 way. There we go. Fantastic. Now run again. I think we're going to be able to get through this fairly easily, actually. That's how we build up the heat. No! Press Y, for fuck's sake! Press Y! Press Y, please! It's nearly done. It's not working. Just please press Y when it actually appears. There we go. Thank you. That wasn't too bad. I only lost half my health. I'm doing a little bit better than I used to.
待てや、マジマ。
No killing body doubles.
ほんまに身代わり立てるしか手がないんや。黒崎誠を守りきるには誠の死体が必要や。
Fucking hell, man. Just make one out of sausage meat.
このままやったら
Like a delicious Christmas stuffing, but in the shape of a
お前以
girl.
外の殺し屋が来る。それより前にお前もやられるで。なんでそれがわからんねや。それやったらそれで俺が向かってくるの一人の殺す。
Easy enough. Going back to streaming today, I'm feeling better, but my social battery is too shot to keep going without socializing. That's kind of what I do. I kind of use streaming as, I'm not going to say therapy, because that would be insane. Have you seen this stream? But like my therapist kind of recommended to me that I keep streaming forever because it's a way for me to build up kind of social skills a little bit more. Because I am real fucking bad at that. I get very drained in social situations, and this is a way to do, you know, talk to people but not get that as well. Like I can spend, you know, I enjoy hanging out with friends and I enjoy being around people sometimes, but it does make me feel very fucking tired. Like I will have a fantastic time hanging out with friends for 8-9 hours, and then I will want to seal myself in a room completely alone for 2 to 3 days in order to kind of recharge. I'm really, really bad at that. But streaming doesn't tire me out in the same way, you know? So it's a bit nice, and I get to interact with people and say stuff. You do seem to tell us everything that comes into your head. It's very much a stream of consciousness thing. I'm an extrovert, so I need to recharge my social battery by spending time with people. I think it works both ways. Not everyone has to be extrovert. Yes, that's very much true. We're putting our sexy foot down. I mean, you can still go kill him. It's not like the photo being torn up means you can't find her again.
風邪ひかんように見といたれや。あんたはその子の親代わりなんやろ。
What a weird thing to say. Why would she catch a cold in this presumably heated warehouse? She looks fine. I guess she is wearing a coat. It probably isn't heated. But who would she catch a cold from? I've never smoked. Does that happen a lot? Wouldn't that burn your trousers? I don't really know. You're kind of all over the place, to be honest, Majima. Take that outfit to dress up in later. Ooh. You fool. You should have kept that for special times. For me, I recharge from being social. I know others don't, and that's okay too. Better to understand your mind and work with it. Exactly. That's basically what my therapist said. It's like, you know, some people get tired around people, but still genuinely enjoy being around people. Some people are the opposite. Both are fine. Some people are some things at one point and some things at another point. Doesn't really matter. This makes 3 days. Didn't wind up changing much, if anything. Things are worse now than before. Jig's up as soon as Sagawa finds out I'm keeping the girl alive. Can't risk heading to the storehouse now. I better play it cool and head to the Grand like normal. Oh, you poor sweet fool, Majima. You are fucked. You're gonna have to kill someone. Oh, there's lots of blocked off stuff. which is worrying. Hello. Do you not have a face? Like, I'm not allowed to go anywhere other than... Oh, fuck off! Let me out. No! Oh, I got full healed. That's lovely. Thank you. I do love the combat. I'm shit at the combat, but I do love watching it. It's very funny. Thank you. Only 100 grand because they were weak boys. Don't need tissues right now. Thank you. We're just heading to the Grand. Oh, it's Mr. Rich Boy. I'll talk to Mr. Rich Boy and then I'll save, I think. Hey, Mr. Moneybags. Majima-san. Want to hear more about the investment fund? Could take a while, though. No, then. I do not. If it takes a while, I don't feel like listening to a business boy, to be honest. Let's find a save box. I'd have hair like that if I went to Turkey. How, you know, for a hair transplant, how efficient is that now? Because when I've seen hair transplants, it's like, basically they take hair from the back here and they put it on the top. But it seems like it still leaves you quite thin. Like, could they take hair follicles from, say, my legs and put it on there instead? So I could have, you know, thicker hair. I mean, I don't need it right now, but I could in the future. Who knows? I mean, look at that. That's going back at some point, I'm sure. It's getting very grey anyway. I'm not sure how it works. You can save the game at the item box. I would like to save, please. I used to be very paranoid about losing my hair. I've kind of gotten over it, because I have thought, very sincerely, I have thought that I've been losing my hair since about 17. It is 10 years later, and I have not noticeably lost any hair. But every time I take a shower, and like I comb my hair or something, and I see like a clump of hair on the comb or something, I'm like, ah, fuck, it's happening. It's I'm gonna be bald in a year, and it has not happened. But you know, I'm still lightly paranoid about it, I think. Although I don't know, I don't think I've ever done anything nice with my hair. I don't think my hair is nice. I don't think my hair is good. But I think I look even worse without it. Yes, I'm aware. I mean, my dad, I think you go by your family members, right? Hang on, let me put on my full camera for a bit. I think you go by your family members, right? You go by, like, close family relations. My dad is 50 and has a full head of hair and has only just started going grey. But my granddad is very bald. And my maternal grandfather, yes, I've also heard that. My maternal grandfather is very bald and has been since he was about 20. So, who knows, basically. my granddad had very thin hair and lost his hair when he was about 20 years old. So, who knows? At some point, we'll find out. It makes no sense because hair is more controlled by your endocrine system. I feel like I'm an introvert, but way more introverted than my family, although my siblings get a bit more social anxiety and social fatigue sometimes. Emma's the same. She always says she's an extrovert, but just very anxious, which is the worst way to be. Because if you genuinely enjoy hanging out with people, like, I think anxiety was easier for me because I don't like hanging out with people anyway. So social anxiety went hand in hand with that and allowed me to just kind of, you know, avoid the whole thing altogether. Like, I don't dislike people. I'm not a misanthrope, like I said earlier, but I just get very tired around people. But Emma doesn't. Emma really likes having lots of friends and going out and, you know, talking a lot and stuff like that. But is also just quite anxious, which I feel like is the hell combination, right? That's the worst one you can get. It's like, I want to talk to people, but I'm too scared. I feel like I got the easier end of that scale. Let's raid somebody, shall we? I'll be live again tomorrow. Oh, pause that shit. I don't want to hear my own voice right now. I would like to raid somebody, and then I'll be live tomorrow to play and probably finish Alone in the Dark. You know, like a nice short old horror game. And then Thursday we'll be playing. Oh, you know what? I'll bring up the graphic that I made to show what we'll be playing on Thursday. I should probably promote this shit more. This is what we'll be playing on Thursday, and it's loading up the image because I made it too high resolution. This. We have 4 Phoenix interactive games. These things look like they're about 20 fucking minutes long. Legend of Camelot, Hansel and Gretel, Peter Pan, and bafflingly, you can't quite see it under the chat, Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys. Oh. What a horrible noise. Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys. So I got all them running, so we'll play those fucking 4 on Thursday and see which is the least shit of them. I assumed that would be pleasant. Yeah, it's a misleading name. But yeah, tomorrow Alone in the Dark, and then on Friday we'll do more Yakuza 0, play more of that. I feel like we must be getting close to the end of this game. Are we? I have no idea where else this goes. I never assume that with Jay. Right, let's raid somebody, shall we? Thank you sincerely for joining. I love streaming. Let's raid this person. Don't know if I've ever raided them before. There we go. Thank you. I'll be live again tomorrow, so join in then if you want to see more spooky 1992 action. I was very frustrated yesterday by Alone in the Dark, but I did end up actually genuinely enjoying it, so I'm kind of looking forward to playing it. I don't know if we'll actually finish it, but I'll try, even if it requires a walkthrough. I feel like I've gotten a hold on it now and know how to play and what to expect. Bye.